At 9,000 feet, pilot Elliot Alper collapses. His wife Yvonne takes the controls, calls Bakersfield approach, and, with calm coaching, guides their King Air to a safe landing. Tragedy meets precision midair.
King Air 6077 X-ray. I need some help. The pilot has passed out.
Okay, Roger. I'm declaring an emergency at this time. You want to land at Bakersfield?
I'm not sure how to land.
The flight began as a routine hop in a twin turboprop King Air, westbound toward the California coast. In the left seat, the pilot, a familiar hand on this airplane en route. In the right seat, his wife, riding along, eyes outside, not expecting to touch a single switch. The plan was straightforward: depart, climb to a comfortable cruise, and descend for a late day arrival.
King Air 6077 X-ray.
King Air 77 X-ray, this is Los Angeles Center. I hear you loud and clear, and I am a flight instructor here to help you.
I need some help. The pilot has passed out.
Our 77 X-ray, Roger. Are you the only person on board the airplane right now?
Yes, I am. I'm sitting in the right seat. I know very little about flying the King Air.
Or 77 X-ray, Roger. Right now, I show you level 200. Do you know if the autopilot is on?
Yes, it is.
Or 77 X-ray, Roger. At this time, you are perfectly safe where you are. We're going to work some things down here and get back to you in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you. I took the oxygen mask off the ceiling.
Okay, go ahead and see if you can put it over the pilot's nose and mouth as tight as you can, and let me know what happens over the next couple minutes. And November 77 X-ray, while you're doing that, I believe you said you had some flying experience. You're learning how to fly the King Air right now?
Yes, very little, but I'm trying.
Okay, what is your pilot certifications? Are you commercial with multi-engine?
No, I'm just a student. I haven't flown for years.
Over 77 X-ray, okay, not a problem.
Nothing dramatic on the gauges, nothing troubling on the radio. Then the rhythm broke. Mid-flight, the pilot went unresponsive. No checklist covers that first jolt of disbelief, so the right seat passenger did the only thing that matters first: keep the airplane flying. She steadied the wings, held altitude, and reached for the push to talk. Bakersfield approach answered. That call sign on their scope was now an emergency. Controllers pulled up runway options at Meadows Field, long, wide pavement with straightforward access, and began translating cockpit work into plain English. Maintain present heading. Tell me your airspeed. We'll get you lined up with the big runway.
There are plenty of airports around, and are you able to see how many pounds or gallons of fuel you have left on board the airplane?
We have 8.5.
Roger.
Both engines.
Or 77 X-ray, okay, very good. Over 77 X-ray. If you are comfortable, our plan is to take you to the north of your current position and get the airplane safely on the ground at what's called Bakersfield Meadows Field. It's a long international airport runway, and there's a controller down there that has experience with the type of airplane you're in. How comfortable are you in maybe turning off the autopilot and trying to hand fly that airplane?
I could try.
November 77 X-ray, what is your name?
My name's Yvonne.
From that moment, the cockpit became a team of strangers working in sync. The path was no longer to the coast. It was to the safest runway within reach, one step at a time. The first rule is simple: keep it flying. She holds 9,000 feet, trims for hands-off steadiness, and glances at the airspeed. Steady, close to 180 knots. Her breathing evens out. The airplane is stable. Now the problem is navigation. Air Traffic Control, ATC, keeps the cadence slow even. King Air, we have you. Maintain wings level. Confirm altitude 9,000. She eases the yoke, watches the heading tape unwind, then levels at 210 degrees. Small moves, not big ones. ATC keeps translating cockpit work into plain English. A rescue rhythm forms. ATC handles the map, she handles the machine. Emergency crews roll.
The best course of action. If you have some limited flying experience, do you feel comfortable hand flying the airplane with the control yoke?
I'm very limited.
November 77 X-ray, roger. Do you see an AP off or AP disconnect?
I see APPR.
Yeah, that's for the approach. Okay. On your control column, on your control yoke, the steering wheel of the airplane, do you see anything that says AP disconnect, usually a red button?
I see disconnect, DSC.
We believe that would be it. And so if you were to push that button, that would release the autopilot, we believe. At that point, you would be hand flying the airplane. If you're comfortable doing so, please push that button.
Do you want me to go lower altitude before I do the... No, I'm not that comfortable flying this by myself.
Okay.
The longest runway at Meadows Field becomes the plan. She watches the vertical speed needle dip, then returns to center. The altitude clicks down. 8,500, 8,200, 8,000, now 7,000. The hum of the turbines is a metronome. The airport comes alive on the scope, still invisible outside. ATC paints a mental picture she can fly, a single line through the sky to a big piece of concrete. This worked because the tasks stayed simple, and in the right order. First, airplane control, wings level, steady trim, small power changes, eyes on airspeed. Second, workload management. ATC handled the map and timing. She handled the yoke and throttles. One change at a time, never two. Third, plain English in place of jargon. Turn to 160, not intercept the localizer. Fourth, runway choice, longest, widest pavement, straight in, daylight friendly. Fifth, configuration timing, speed. First, then gear, then, if needed, a notch of flaps, late and deliberate to avoid surprises. Sixth, readbacks, brief, confident echoes that keep brains aligned under stress. Finally, avoid overcorrections, small inputs, count to 3, assess. Under pressure, the airplane rewards patience. That cadence, steady, simple, sequential, is what turned terror into a plan. When the pilot goes down, someone still has to be pilot in command. In an emergency, the person actually flying may deviate from normal rules if that's necessary to save lives. That's the law in plain English. Controllers can advise and clear airspace, but they don't fly the airplane. Final calls stay in the cockpit. Declaring an emergency isn't about blame. It unlocks priority handling, fire and medical support, and wide-open runway choices. Medical details about the pilot stay private on the radio. The focus is safety. Afterward, recordings help reconstruct decisions, not punish them. The ethical bottom line: act decisively, minimize risk to everyone, and land at the safest field available. Landing over the numbers, the King Air skims at a jogging pace. She eases power to idle, raises the nose just a breath, and the mains kiss asphalt. No bounce. The centerline flows under the nose wheel. Brakes come in, patient even. The airplane stops. Emergency crews surround the aircraft and guide her to safe, deliberate shutdown. Medics board. The pilot is later pronounced deceased. The airframe is intact, the passenger unhurt. Controllers exhale in the dark glass of their scopes. Just voices again. In the days after, the audio becomes required listening. A clinic in calm coaching, plain language, and one change at a time flying. This wasn't a fluke. In 2022, a passenger in a Cessna Caravan landed safely after similar coaching. The pattern is consistent. Longest runway, plain English, slow cadence, one input at a time. Non-pilots can succeed when experts turn complexity into clear, doable steps. Ask for the longest runway, make one change at a time, and read back what you're doing. For everyone else, train your zero-jargon script now. If you were in that right seat, what words would you need to hear first?